Hi guys, welcome back to Paul's Reading. I'm Natalia.
And I'm Katerina.
And today we'll be reading Tom Gates Extra Special Treats Not Chapter 2. And make sure that if you haven't seen Chapter 2, watch Chapter 1 so you know what happened before this chapter. And this is by Liz Pidgeon. Chapter 2, Extra Special Board Games. The fossils arrive just in time to take Mum's mind off the missing treats. Their mobility scooter has packed up, so it takes him a lot longer than usual to get to our house.
We made a few changes in case it snows, which didn't really work.
Granny Mavis tells Mum. Well, I'm glad you're here and in one piece, Mum tells them both. Grandad has brought some board games for us to play, while Granny Mavis has some
serious nothing to do.
Are you up for a board game challenge, Tom? Grandad asks me. As long as you don't cheat, Grandad. Me? Cheat? Never! He says, pretending to be shocked. He does cheat, but in funny ways. Granny Mavis says,
I've heard the weather's going to get really cold, so I'm hitting with extra thick wool this year, see?
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
Granny's knitting is a bit like her cooking. Unusual. Some of her jumpers are quite handy if you need extra pockets.
Others don't work out so well. Granny, I'm not sure it works. Mum shows the fossils where everything is, as if they don't know already. She mentions that Delia's a bit fed up because of her broken phone. You might not see much of her tonight, says Mum, which is good news if you ask me. Granddad wonders if a game of snakes and ladders will cheer Delia up. I'm not 5, get lost. I don't think so, Grandad, I say. Just you and me then, Grandad says. Yes, I say while getting out the board. Mum carries on chatting. We won't be late tonight. Besides, as you can see, Frank has already eaten. Mum's staring at the empty pack of raisins. Dad expertly changes the subject by saying, Is that a new dress, Rita? It looks lovely. Which makes Mum laugh. Then Granny tells her,
The pale colour really suits.
Mum smiles. Do you think so? I'd better not spill anything on it tonight. A big stain on this dress would be a disaster. Dad's holding Mum's coat for her and wants her to get going. We'll be off now. Be good, Tom. I'm always good. I remind them and wave. Mum and Dad both say bye and head out of the door. And that's when I spot something on the back of Mum's nice new pale dress. That, I'm guessing, wasn't there when she bought it. My handprint in chocolate. I must have left it when I hugged her. If Mum sees that stain, it would really be a disaster for me. Oh. I'll just have to make sure I'm in bed before they get home. It's a good plan. Delia's still sulking in her room, so it's nice and peaceful for Grandad and me to play snakes and ladders and some of the other games he's bought. Shall we warm up with a memory game first, he suggests. This is one of Grandad's favourite. He's got a very good memory for someone who's a bit old. Here's how you play the game. Use a tray to put some objects on. You have 5 minutes to stare at them. Then you cover the tray with something like a tea towel. I've learnt not to leave Grandad on his own for too long. He likes swapping things round on the trays, or if he's being really sneaky, he'll add more stuff when I'm not looking. After covering the tray, you take turns trying to remember as much objects as you can. So far we've got a bit of fluff, an apple, a smelly sock, a hanky, a pencil, an odd pebble, and Delia's sunglasses. What's that? I ask him. It's a pebble I found that I think looks a bit like your granny. It does look a bit like her. It's a good selection of stuff. Let's play. Grandad says, I just nod because if I talk, I might forget something. We're both staring at the tray and I'm trying to get all the things into my head. Then Grandad says, guess what I've bought for a treat? That's the other thing Grandad does. He asks me questions, which makes me forget stuff. I shrug and keep concentrating. Caramel wafers, one for both of us, he says. Yes! I'm so excited about the caramel wafers, I've already forgotten half of what's on the tray. I'll have a go anyway. On the tray there is a bit of fluff, a sock, a hanky, a pencil? I do my best, but I'm sure I've missed a few out. Then it's Grandad's turn. I think he's remembered a lot more things than I did. He's talking in a silly voice, so it's hard to tell. Last bolt, malt west, caramel wafers and teeth. Teeth? I don't remember there being any teeth on the tray, I tell Grandad. He takes the tea towel off the tray, and sure enough, there are teeth. Told you there were teeth, he says, popping his teeth back in. Very funny, Grandad. He says we should eat our wafers, so we both start unwrapping them. Then Granny Mavis says from the kitchen,
Don't eat those wafers now, you'll spoil your dinner.
This is the perfect time to show Grandad how to do the caramel wafer biscuit trick. That way, it won't look like we've eaten them. I'm so busy eating my wafer that I nearly forget to tell Granny she doesn't need to cook. In between mouthfuls, I shout, Mum made dinner. Oh, really, Grandma? It's in the oven. Just in time too, because she calls out, That's a shame. I was going to make you my chicken and cornflake surprise. Granny sounds a tiny bit disappointed. I'm not. I don't fancy chicken and cornflakes right now or ever. Something starts to smell tasty, which is good news. The smell of food cooking finally brings Delia downstairs. She's still grumpy though. She's using Mum's phone to call all her friends and tell them, My annoying little brother, blah blah blah, screamed at me so loudly I dropped my phone. It's totally smashed to pieces now. I have to listen to her exasperating everything that happened, which is very annoying. I try to ignore her by having a speedy game of snakes and ladders with Grandad. He won. While we wait for dinner, I do a quick bit of drawing too. Dinner smells yummy. All my doodles have food in them, which makes my tummy rumble even more. Granny Mavis calls out, Dinner's nearly ready. It seems to be taking ages. I show Granddad how to draw a monster like this one.
He's drawn his own funny monster, which is Grannysaurus.
He tells me. Just as Granny calls out, "Food up!" which makes me rush into the kitchen. To see this, which is a surprise. No wonder dinner took so long. I think it's chicken and rice. It's hard to tell. Delia is still chatting on her new phone. She says, "I have no idea what it is. I'll send you a photo so you can guess." Granny Mavis is very cheerful and says,
Enjoy!
"I'll have a go." That was chapter 2 of Extra Special Treats. Not. So make sure to watch chapter 3. See you next time. Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe.